Shots and goals, tax. Rock the shows, yeah. Big bang rolls, cash. Now she go, for the team, now she don't ski, splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man, the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man, the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. All set. Rain put the stars out. Rain. Not a board at house. Hey. Get deported out. Deported. Moved out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up an auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Hey. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma get the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling loud, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Yeah. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man, the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man, the leader. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Look at you go. Okay, you ready? Look. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look. Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how the poppin' is shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence for my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff on. Money, that machine. Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte back, liquor clean. Dead presents in an envelope. Cooking up tonight. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a pantyhose.
Over here, empty your pockets. I don't do that. You're my prisoner. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his first look is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he powers his way up past the 30. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch it now, Barney! Leopard!
A first down carry now for Miller. Lamar Miller, the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 67 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Amaro's got it, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot! Hot!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 2nd down, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run with Cannon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Cannon. And a short gain here down to the 22. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Faking the give, Darnold. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, when plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On On second down, here's Miller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And New York set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 1st down, Darnold. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Darnold to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They find some open field here. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. They give him a gain of 38.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold from the red zone now. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now a handoff to Miller. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
First run for the backup, Abdullah. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Hey, you got three. Three down. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Off of play action, Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Darnold on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And now it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lucky 56.
On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he finds Jace Amaro. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Darnold being chased out left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
No, check. Patriot!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
2nd down and 10. Darnold throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Steps away to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Flush to his right. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7th. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Ah!
They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away.
Oh,
He will not go down.
have to retape those ankles.
That'll be put in the books as a 50. 3-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a third down. From the 50, it's Darnold. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. After the run, now Darnold to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Mario Edwards with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And incomplete here on third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run with Miller. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. Oh, some strong running. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. A full start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll go with Foreman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage loss, but gain a few extra.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to him on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he'll throw here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. They had the extra week of rest. That was a factor. I think this home crowd was certainly a factor as well. So this is step 1 done. Now they need to win next week if they want to get to the Super Bowl.
I like those 2 factors that you brought up. The extra week, getting the open week by being the number 2 seed, a terrific home crowd for them, coupled with really good play. That allows them now to keep their Super Bowl dream alive. One more on their way to the Super Bowl.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries, or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like